Alright, so this is a tech review. And today we're again going to talk about this little guy, the Insta360 Go2, but 3 months later. So in my last video about this, I shared why I love this camera, despite the caveats and limitation that it comes with. But I didn't really go into details about what those exactly were. Check out the video if you haven't already. And by not perfect, I literally mean that when I took this out for the first time to shoot, it literally died in like 15 to 30 minutes. I mean, how did a full battery charge die so fast? Did I make a mistake? Should I have gotten a GoPro instead? Or maybe I should have just stuck with my iPhone? Wow. So the question I would like to answer today is, was this really worth it? Despite all its limitations and quirks and issues, it still has me reaching for it every single day to shoot. Let me explain. A little bit of delay, isn't it? And to be fair, it seems that they've actually improved this quite a bit through firmware, but the first time I used it, I wanted to use it like just a normal camera. I want to see exactly what I was shooting, and since the camera itself and the case don't actually have a viewfinder, Insta360 allows you to use their app and use the viewfinder that way. But in my experience, you can't really do that, or at least what I thought at first, because on its own you get about 25 minutes of shooting. With the case, or together, you get an extra 2 to 2.5 hours. But as soon as you connect it to your viewfinder, this 25 minutes drops down to 15, and this probably an hour or a half or so. So I quickly learned if I don't ever want the battery to run out on me, no viewfinders, ever. Which I realize is kind of a good thing, because the Go2 captures such a wide view in the Pro video mode that I really don't have to worry about the exact cropping of my shot. I can always adjust it later, and that lets me be in the moment, which is kind of the point of this camera in the first place. Case in point, this is kind of awkward, right?
Do you want to watch anything else other than Baby Bum? Yeah? Okay. Do you want to try Cocomelon? Yeah? You sure?
And in terms of storage, this holds about 30 gigs of footage. So it's not great, because in the beginning I would just, put on the camera and start shooting for like a long time. I would get these 4 or 5 minutes long clips, thinking that if I just keep it on, then I would be able to capture whatever moment that comes up. But you see, what the problem is that now I have these long clips that I have to actually go through in order to find those moments. And reviewing those is just brutal. So then I quickly realized that it's much more practical if I just start recording only if something interesting is happening. That way, when I review the clips, it's very easy to find those moments. Alright, ready to go? So as a dad of a toddler, learning how to capture short clips without a viewfinder has made this whole process of, capturing everyday moments that much more fun and sustainable. I mean, check out this next clip I'm going to show you. Without this guy, I don't think I would have caught it. And before I show you, for the record, he definitely said daddy first. But, and that's a big but, it's not as glamorous as I thought. No, not daddy. No, daddy. He's been doing that for like a month now.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Hey babe, why don't you ever use my Go2?
Because, do I need to? I would look like a dork. Maybe for you it's okay.
So, was it worth it? Or am I trying to make myself feel better about the purchase? Honestly, I've had a pretty good experience with this, despite the initial sort of hiccups and And after I figured out how to actually use it properly, I really don't regret it. Everything I said in my last video about why I love it for vlogging still stands. And it's definitely more of a B cam, just something versatile that you can have with you all the time so you can capture what you need exactly the time that you need it. Oh, and just one more thing. You don't have to put your clips through the Insta360 app in order for you to edit in Premiere, and I think in Final Cut Pro as well. You can just dump it in if you have the right plugins. Let me know if there's any questions about that. And if there's anything that I didn't talk about that you guys are struggling with, write them down in the comments and I could try to...